I thought it'd be great, but it was 10 times better than ever I thought it would be. The tour was absolutely spectacular. I'd come again. The meal was unbelievably good. The two singers were great. And as for the interview session, it was extremely brilliant.
Oh, it's a fabulous tour. We're in the home of cricket. There's so much history here, so many famous players have played here. It's just wonderful to see such a beautiful ground in the background and how it works, being in the media centre, and to finish the day having a fabulous meal in such a wonderful long room. So I'd really recommend it to anybody to come along the tour.
Yeah, got a wonderful average, but it was said that he was a bit of a charlatan in terms of getting out, and he was once bowled by a fast bowler. And he put the stump back in, put the bail back on and shouted to the bowler, "Bowl up, man, bowl up. The crowd have come to watch me bat, not to see you bowl." We're in the media centre now. This is the newest building on the ground, and it was completed in 1999. It's very postmodernist. There was 4 architects put forward a plan for a media centre, and this was the most controversial. It's monocoque construction. It's the largest self-supporting aluminium structure in the world. Unlike Headingley, when you watch a test match at Headingley, you'll find that the bowlers run up and run down. This they run in flat, but the slope, the incline is across the square. So second innings, Australia got 122. So to win the test match, England needed to score 85 runs, which didn't seem a problem. And at 53 for 3, everything was looking good. Unfortunately, England have had lots of collapses over the years, and this was another one. And so they went from 53 for 3 to 77 all out. And then you're looking up at the visitors' dressing room. So that balcony wasn't actually put on there till about 40 years after the pavilion was opened. So before that balcony was put there, players wouldn't stay up in the dressing room. They'd come down and sit here before going out to play.
Memories mixed. On a personal note, scoring 6 Test centuries here always, makes you feel special about the place. I think it's the history. It's the one venue of the world where you feel that it's like the theatre. Every one of the 30,000, which primarily is always full here. They know the cricket. The cricket fans, cricket lovers, appreciate England, the away team, Yorkshire, Middlesex, whoever's playing. They just appreciate the game, and I think you get a sense as soon as you walk through the gates. Even now, I get a little bit of a wobble on, because I know it's such a special venue. Even when there's no cricket on, even when I'm just walking through, even when I'm just meeting pals or having a meeting or coming to a dinner like this, you just feel that you're in a very, very special place.
I think my debut was very special. I made it against West Indies, Sri Lanka first in one-day cricket, and then West Indies in test matches for my test debut, and it's just unbelievable. Looking out there now, it's absolutely a fantastic venue to make your debut, and walking through the long room, and got all the members stood there and applauding. And then last summer the Ashes, was just a phenomenal feeling. Beating Australia here is pretty special. Meeting the Queen as well on the first morning. It's a fantastic place to be.
Well, the grounds are special because it's the home of cricket. You stand around and you look inside this building. You see the history of the building, you look outside, it's a fantastic stadium. But the best thing about this place is the food upstairs. It's unbelievable. Lunch, tea. I've always described the best day of the summer, a test match summer for me, was always the Wednesday lunchtime, just before the first test, Thursday start. because you could eat as much as you want and then lie in your bed all afternoon and just let it digest, lovely, ready for the next day.
Would you welcome ex-Durham, ex-Yorkshire and ex-England, Steve Harmison. Stevie. Yorkshire, England, Tim Bresnan. Both for Yorkshire, I was captain there, and England, Michael Vaughan.
Since you've been gone, since you've been gone, none of my head can take it. Could I be wrong? But since you've been gone, you cast the spell so breaking.
What have I got there? Where am I? I've lost the tread on this one now. 750, that's what I'm on. 750, right, how are we going? Are we going? Don Bradman. Who is he? Who are you? Where are you from? He's from Melbourne. All right. Just down the road from Skipton. Okay. Right. 750 from Mr. Melbourne over there. Don Bradman. I don't know where he's from. 775. 800, sir. 800 Melbourne.
You know, I think England will soon get back on track. I look at the Indians. You know they're a threat. You know that they bring huge amount of support when they're over here. I've seen their bowling over the 2 games that they've played at Leicestershire and Derbyshire, and I know I described the Sri Lankan attack as nothing more than a really good county attack. Well, I'm afraid the Indian attack looks like a minor county attack. It looks very, very average. So the England batsmen will certainly fancy scoring runs against that, but I guess the question will be 20 wickets. Can you get 20 wickets?
You see, when you roll from one game to another game, you know, your day off is your travel day. So
where's your practice? Where's your practice?
Where's your practice?
Where
You've
do you
got no
improve your
time
game?
to improve your skills as a county cricketer. There just is no time. The only time is on the morning of the game, or you know, on your travel day. So you get there a little bit earlier, which takes away your day off, which is your recovery day. So you know, it's just a hell of a lot of cricket.
So that's domestic, Bresnan.
Domestic.
If you go into England, then Michael, as well, the central contracts were for that reason, where you could start to develop. You got time off, as opposed you didn't have to shoot back to your county. You got time off to develop your game internationally. Was that the right way forward, creating other contracts?
Yeah, I mean, the contracts have been one of the best things to happen to English cricket, but it's the same all over the world. Every team around the world has a contract, so it doesn't put England ahead of any other team. I just think it is what it is.
Well, he was a showman, wasn't he? He loved being on stage. He loved being out there. He's put himself in a ring. He's been in jungles. He's been all sorts. What made him tick? He loved the game. What made him come back? Wants to play at 37. You know, he's playing.
The next question, actually.
Yeah, he's going to play. But anywhere else in the country, he probably would have played by now. You know, Lancashire, they've won 6 from 7. Can't get a game.
I don't think that's.
And to be fair, I've seen him practice. He looks in good order.
I thought it was great. I thought it was a good insight into you know, some good knowledge about what goes on. Michael Vaughan in particular I thought was excellent.
Very enjoyable, good day, good insight into cricket and especially into the international side, getting an insider's point of view what goes on outside the scenes really.